Hey there, can we get personal? May I ask you, what is the deepest desire of your heart? I'll tell you what mine is. And that is to be loved and appreciated. That would be like the super number one thing on my list of needs. And so, also I'd like to have less cars driving by, but whatever. So this desire to be loved and appreciated, I think, is built into every one of us. We're born with this. We are endlessly looking for it. But you don't have to look far. Because, okay, well, let me back up a little bit. You probably are loved and appreciated to some degree, and I know I am, by other people. You know, parents, siblings, and good friends. Maybe even, if you're married, your spouse. But that's good, but it could be better. Here's the deal. When you are loved by somebody, or appreciated by somebody, or loved and appreciated by somebody, then there's a certain joy that your heart just gets filled with that. But to the degree that you hold that person in esteem. So, in other words, the greater the person is who loves and appreciates you, the more joy you're going to have, because it lifts your self-image up. It gives you your self-worth. When that person is the creator of all things, and not only does he love and appreciate you, but he wants to be called your father. That just blows my mind. If you know anything about me, you know that I'm really always on the God the Father thing. And so, because it really has helped me in many ways. And so, I know there's Jesus, but Jesus brings us to the Father. I mean, that's his whole mission in life, you know. Nobody comes to the Father except through me. And I think that's just, it's beautiful what he has accomplished through the redemption, which is applied in our baptism, where we become precious sons and daughters of God, in whom he is well pleased. And I just had this interesting conversation with my mom, because she was lamenting, kind of, that she was trying to be a good person so that literally God would love her. And I'm like, oh, Mom, you're so wrong about that. I mean, he loves you for one reason and one reason only. And I think I'll end with just that point. The reason why God loves you and me is because, not for anything that we could do or say. I mean, he appreciates it when we're good. But he loves us by the mere fact that we are his. We have been purchased at a very high price, and the value of the item purchased is determined by the price paid. So the next time you look at a cross, or a beautiful, realistic crucifix, or watch Mel Gibson's movie, The Passion, there on display for the whole world to see is your eternal value. That he thought so highly of you that he did that so that you can be washed clean, and so that he can now dwell inside of you through sanctifying grace. That's amazing. And so, to be able to find that true love, to be able to understand his love for us, is so many of us, I'm never going to end with this. This is the never-ending gospel. We tend to work towards something that's already been accomplished. We try to make God love us by our actions because we think he's like us, but that's not the case. His joy is fulfilled when he sees himself in us. I mean, he wants to fill the world, the earth, with his glory. I mean, that was the assignment he gave to Adam and Eve. It's be fruitful and multiply. You know, he wasn't really talking about babies. He was talking about his image, because Adam and Eve were in the image of God. And so to spread the image of God. And so we get that opportunity to be his sons and daughters, made in his image and likeness, that redeemed through grace. We are sons and daughters. And so we have the blessed privilege that we can have the assurance of his love. It's not that we, okay, this was the point I was trying to make, that we don't need God to love us. We need to know how much he loves us. There's a huge difference. And so much of what we do is trying to prove that we're worthy of his love, or that we could measure up or try to be more pleasing in his sight, when that's not the case. He absolutely adores us. He has a fierce love for us. He still does. We just need to recognize that and walk in the truth of that, which restores us and gives us our self-worth and value. And all of a sudden, it's like a new day. We become a new creation. And everything is an opportunity to walk in his presence and please him with everything, because he's pleased with us, because we're his. So I'll end with that, and remember, time is short, life is short, so redeem the time, for the days are evil. God bless. Bye-bye.